This is Vijay Apuraj. I'm the Managing Director of Phantom Digital Effects Limited. So thanks for hosting us today for our Q2 and H1 earnings conference call. Good afternoon. We are pleased to welcome you to the Q2 and H1 FY24 earnings Concall. It is with great enthusiasm that we share with you the remarkable achievements and developments that have transpired over this period. Before delving into the detail of our achievements, I would like to briefly introduce our company. Commenced in 2011, Phantom Digital Effects boasts over a decade of experience in the creative realm of visual effects industry. We committed to deliver high-quality, industry-standard content to clients globally. Positioned at the forefront of India's creative VFX service providers, we hold the prestigious TPN certificate, ensuring a data-secure environment that aligns with the stringent criteria set by the Motion Picture Association. We provide comprehensive services, cover a spectrum of capabilities, including final shot compositing, 3D elements creation, lifelike creature and environment designs, and many more commercials, feature films, and web series, helping them at pre-production, production, and post-production phase. Operating from our three state-of-the-art studio spaces in Chennai, our headquarters Mumbai and Hyderabad, we extend our reach globally through our marketing teams in the USA, Canada, and the UK. With the workforce exceeding 650 employees, we have successfully delivered over 250 projects and 3,000 shots, earning approved vendor status and esteemed content providers like Amazon, Walt Disney, and Netflix, underscoring our international presence and acceptance by renowned content providers. Our dedication to excellence has been praised and awarded with many honors for our work over the years, such as Best VFX Award for Project Dangerous, Project Blue Book, Best VFX for Nippon Paint, Fastest Growing Indian Company Excellence Award, and Company of the Year Award. Business updates. In H1 FY24, we strategically expanded our presence both in India and globally. We signed a groundbreaking deal with a major OTT, a global leader in providing unparalleled content in streaming platform. This momentous agreement is worth a minimum of rupees 1,200 million rupees to be executed over 4 years and is open to expansion through mutual discussion among the parties. Secondly, as a part of our strategic growth plans, established a wholly owned subsidiary named Phantom Effects Studios Limited, based in London, UK. Through this, we plan to cater to diverse business segments such as visual effects and animation. Our international revenue mix increased from 26% in H1 FY23 to 32% in H1 FY24, with plans to further shift this to 70 to 30%, showcasing our commitment to the global market. Further, the upcoming film, Ilan, which features the highest number of CGI shots, 4,500 shots approximately, is one of a kind full-length live-action film with intense action shots and creative storytelling. The sheer scale and complexity of this project demanded the highest level of technical prowess, innovation, and creativity from our talented team of artists and technicians. The film's teaser recently released and evoked a positive response for the superior work quality that we have done. To meet the growing demand, we have expanded our studio space. We have expanded our Chennai studio by 13,200 square feet, bringing the total space to 35,000 square feet. The strategic expansion allows us to increase our seating capacity by 180 seats, elevating our total capacity to accommodate 830 employees across all studios. This expansion aligns perfectly with our goal of reaching a combined workforce of 1,000 employees. Coming on to our financials, we have achieved revenue from operations of rupees 410.73 million rupees in H1 FY24 against revenue of rupees 260.46 million. In the same period last year, showcasing a growth of 57.69%, our EBITDA grew by 46.87% in H1 FY24, coupled with growth in PAT by 29.49% in H1 FY24. Looking ahead, we are planning to enter into animation and gaming business segments that will position us to serve a broader spectrum of industry. Simultaneously, our R&D team is dedicated to developing software that fosters seamless collaboration between our team and the AI, enhancing our capabilities through synergies. Further, we are also actively exploring inorganic growth opportunities that will complement our core offering, enable us to offer more specialized and efficient services. In conclusion, we are genuinely excited about the future of Phantom Digital Effects. Our dedication to quality, innovation, and client satisfaction remains unwavering as we continue to push the boundaries of what is achievable in the dynamic world of digital assets. Yeah. I'm done with my introduction here now. Bhavya, over to you.
We will now begin the question and answer session. The first question is from the line of Swapnil Kabra from SK Enterprises. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, Mr.
Yes.
Yeah. So, sir, my first question was with respect to the growth guidance that we have for FY24 to double our revenue with FY23 at least. So, can we do a top line of 110 or 120 crore approximately by FY24?
Yeah, I think this is Vijay Krishnan here, the CFO, speaking to you, Mr. Kabra. So we expect the year-over increase to be in the range of 75 to 80%. So which means that we could look at a top line growth of around 90 to 100 crores for FY24 at this point of time.
All right, sir. And sir, can you give us an update about the total employee count right now, and what is the medium to long-term aspiration with respect to the employees?
Can you please repeat the question, please? Sorry.
Sir, what is the total employee count right now, and what is the aspiration for medium to long-term with respect to the total employee count?
Okay. So we are around 650 people right now. We are projecting to grow up to 1,000 in the next 6 to 8 months. So that is what projected. And you asked about the retainership of employees?
No, sir. I just wanted to know our aspiration to grow the employee base in future. So what plans do you have?
It depends on the business, right? So we have quite good business, and of course, when we are expanding in the North American and European region, so there are more projects coming in. So obviously, we will need more workforce to tackle all this new incoming projects. So we are in the growth phase. So we are constantly hiring, and we will be expanding more.
So just a follow-up on this, do we have any internal software or any technology to track the efficiency of employees?
Yeah, we have developed our own production management software, and we have our own employee software as CRM, something similar to CRM. So we are evaluating all the employee performance through that software, and all of this, even the increments and everything happens through that software. That's a one product of that. Yeah.
All right, sir. I'll join you.
It has been developed over the years. For the last 4-5 years, we've been developing something, and right now it is in a very good stage. And we are still, improving its capabilities, using AI as well.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'll join you for more questions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next question is from the line of Pranay Jain from Deal Wealth Capital. Please go ahead.
Congratulations, team, on a robust first half. I wanted to get a sense of what is our aim as we expand our team and also our footprint geographically in hitting the top line as well as the margins over the next couple of years. As you have said that international revenue contribution could be about 70%. So I'm assuming that things are only going to look stronger from here on.
Yeah, of course, because, we have clearly established our presence in the past, and we have built a very robust sales team as well, throughout the American continent and the European continent. And wherever we have gone in the past 1 year, there has been a tremendous, welcome from everyone, and everybody are so excited to see an Indian studio who has done, this extensive VFX work, because we have knocked almost all the major studios in Hollywood, and everybody, the first thing that we hear from them is like saying we never knew that an Indian, grown VFX company can do such good VFX work, because they have seen more of process-oriented work so far. But, what Phantom has done is like more of creative work, and the recent past we have done so many interesting projects that has built our showreel into a very remarkable, reel of our work. Everybody are so excited to see what we have done in the past, and there has been many deals that has been broken as I speak, actually.
So what is the revenue and margin aim over the next couple of years?
I think FY25 we are looking at anywhere between 135 to 150 crores of top line, and we expect the EBITDA margins to remain at the 35 to 40% level, and PAT margins of around 25 to 30% at this point of time.
And of the team expansion that we are doing, how much is going to be overseas, whether it is Canada or US or UK?
Sorry, come again?
If you're going to have 1,000 people, including artists, over the next 6 to 8 months, as you indicated, how much of that is going to be in the overseas areas like US, Canada, and UK?
Mostly in Canada and in the US and UK is what we are looking at. We are trying to build a small creative team there. We have already hired a few people in US, and we are in the process of hiring people in UK as well. So it will be a very small number, but that will be, that is actually being planned so that we can keep our expenses, relatively low. And more of execution will be happening from India, so more of creative and supervision team will be, their presence will be there in the American and European continent.
But are these VFX supervisors, are they pre-visualization guys? What is the kind of talent we're looking at overseas? And
see, the thing is, we don't need any pre-visualization or other technical people here there, because we have more than efficient people here in India itself. So we are just looking at few good supervisors and good producers who can help us out with the client handling and be the face of the company, and probably a few technical supervisors who can help us out in project development and all. So that is what we are looking at there, because Phantom has a great ability of technical aspects actually already. And we already have a couple of supervisors who are working from Vita and other major studios, with us. So we don't need any more people in terms of the artistic level, but we will be hiring more people in terms of client facing and client handling.
Okay. And before I get back in the queue, if you could give us a sense of what your order pipeline is looking like over the next 6 months. Since the strike has ended, if you could tell us what are the bigger projects that you are most excited to work about, and since you already gave some example of a 500-shot project, something like that, if you could qualitatively and quantitatively elaborate so we get the kind of work that we are doing in terms of not just better quality or greater scope, and something which is more margin accretive, high value addition.
Yeah. We are actually, working on a lot of things. Being a creative studio, we are working only on the creative content, as you all know. So we have already delivered so much of, work in both domestic and international market. We have created so many environments. We have created so many action stunt sequences with a lot of vehicles, and all this, what is not possible practically, everything is being done here at Phantom. We recently delivered on show with a heavy car chase sequence where we created a lot of vehicles and the complete environment and stuff. And we are recently working on a show where in which we are creating an alien world, a spaceship, and other stuff. And there are a few upcoming projects which we are talking has some creature work. So it's more of a creature-based movie where you see people being chased by creatures and all this typical Hollywood stuff. But we are all doing everything in-house. Almost most of the projects are awarded completely for us, right from the scratch. So we are developing, from the previous till final delivery. So we are already working on many interesting projects. Yeah.
No name you mentioned of the movies because presently we don't know how much of our revenue is coming from movies compared to OTT shows and commercials. So if you could give a spread and any.
We are not in the liberty to reveal project names at the moment. There are various reasons for that. Mostly it is like the client doesn't allow us to reveal any of that information in public till we complete that project. So a couple of projects we worked on is like past. We worked on this movie called Leo, where we created a complete car chase sequence, which was like very much applauded by all the technical people around the filmmaking industry. And we are also working on a film called Thailand, where we are creating, aliens and spaceships and all the alien world and a lot of environment and stuff. We recently worked on film TV series called Kalapani, which is applauded throughout the country, which was released in Netflix, which had a lot of visual effects, and it is all invisible visual effects. Everybody, even Netflix, applauded us for that work. And there are future projects where we are working on, creating talking dogs and, as you said, creatures and stuff, which I cannot reveal right now. But, as the time goes by, I will definitely reveal you that.
Yeah. So just to add further, Pranay, if you look at the current revenue structure, most of the revenue comes from movies, I would say in the range of 70 to 80%, followed by OTT and then commercials. So we expect this proportion to change as we make more forays into the international market in the future.
So OTT is how much approximately?
OTT would be about maybe roughly around 15%, 10 to 15%.
All right. Thank you so much and wishing you all the best.
Yeah.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Sahil Sharma from SS Capital. Please go ahead.
Sir, congratulations on good numbers. If we look at our inventory, that has increased from 7.5 crore to 18 crore in September 23. Can you please explain the reason for the same?
Yeah, I think some of the projects that we were working on were actually unbilled as of 30th September. So that is how you see the spike in numbers. So we expect to close the revenues for these projects under WIP as of 30th September in the following 2 quarters. So it should stabilize in Q3 as well as Q4.
Right, sir. And if we look at the receivables as well, those have actually increased from 16 to 22 crore. And again, wanted to understand this, like this is like a one-off, or in general we should expect that, inventory and receivables can remain pretty high, like even in the future?
No, definitely this will ease. Just to help you understand, I think the receivables have come down by about 2 crores as compared to Q1 of FY24, right? If I have to refer April to June. But if you look at the overall breakdown, I think less than 45 days is almost equal to 70% of the overall receivables that you see as of September. And a good amount of follow-up and collections have happened in the next 45 days between October 1st till November, right? But the numbers will definitely come down as we go forward.
Okay, sir. And sir, I was wondering on our expansion plans in USA. Have we made any progress on hiring any senior talent in USA for heading and expanding? And how are we seeing that scaling up? Like how much could it contribute this year, next year and so forth?
Yeah, we have hired a few, major players, which, we will reveal once they join. So that announcement will happen soon. So that is going to create some remarkable, difference when it comes to client-facing, people, because they have their own reputation in the market. So that will add on value for sure.
So last question from my side, sir. Can you please talk a little bit about the risk of, generative AI models? And also you alluded that we are also using AI in some internal products. Can you just, share how we are using it and just to make sure that, we are ahead of the curve, or basically to, what are you doing to ensure we don't get disrupted by this kind of technology?
Yeah. So when it comes to AI, it is still under what I say is like in a baby steps. It is not yet there to create or replace something, entirely visual effects. But what we are using AI for is we are trying to reduce more of our manual efforts, where we put a lot of man hours, repeatedly, or some less creative work, which we call process-oriented works. So we are trying to build some systems where we can reduce this manual, work and get it done by AI. So we have already implemented the AI successfully in so many aspects of it. We have started using AI in rotoscopy, which is a process-oriented work. We have already started using AI in even in the concept stages. Certain concepts are being drafted initially by AI, and then our artists are taking forward from there, and then we are using it in Paint, and we are using it in some 3D asset development as well. But it is still in a very baby step stage, actually. So it is not going to completely replace any creative industry as I see going forward. It will just help our industry to make our products more better and deliver our clients a better product in a very quicker way. So that's what I'm seeing.
Thank you, sir. I'll come back in the queue.
Yeah.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Ashwin from DS Investments. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for taking my question. So the question is that, so I see now that we're getting into the production business, the production and the distribution part of it. I believe for Ireland, there's already been a payment that has been made of 17 crores. Just want to see how the management is viewing this side of the business and how critical is it going forward. And just want to get a sense of does it introduce an element of seasonality or lumpiness to the business now that you're getting into production?
Yeah. See, the thing is, getting into production in the sense we are not completely getting into movie production till date. What we are doing is we are co-producing things. This actually gives an edge over our competitors, to bag in more projects. And, since Phantom has a very good track record of delivering projects on time, people, come to us, and this gives an edge when you offer them this co-production model, and it also increases our possibility to increase the profit as well. So that is one reason we have got into this. And yes, of course, we will be. Yeah.
Yeah, please continue.
Yeah, of course, we'll be going into a full production mode in the near future. So that these are all additional add-on values that brings on to the table, actually. More of films that we get involved, the more the brand name gets established, and that is the way going forward. And almost all the major studios are doing it already, so we don't want to be behind on that. So that is one major reason we are into the co-production and production sector.
Understood. Just one other question. So I believe we are looking to raise about 60 crores through QIP. So this basically entails to a 12 to 13% kind of a dilution, so which is quite significant. And just want to understand what are the kind of opportunities are we seeing that requires such a large capital raise, and where these funds are we looking to deploy? What opportunities are we looking to tap into?
So I told you, we are, developing a lot of tools and software. So we are heavily investing on, technology and infrastructure as we speak. And unlike other companies, we are into high-end creative stuff. We are creating creatures and environments, and so it demands heavy computing power. And every year, as you know, there is a huge, updates and technological updates on the hardware and software side. So we have to heavily invest on that to be on top of, the whole technology and to be competitive as well. So that is one main reason we are raising these funds. And as you know, we are expanding in the North American and European region. So we are hiring more people from these areas as well to increase the business scope. So that is one major reason. And the co-production model has also has its own demand of investment as well. So that is also playing a very major role in this.
Okay. Just one follow-up on the co-production side. What is the payout structure in terms of the co-production side? In terms of, if you could just walk through the different models and what are the specific aspects are we looking at? Are we looking at like a fixed, where we're selling it to a distributor, or are we looking at taking a share of profits of the business of the movie?
It mostly differs between project to project. So as of now, we have involved in distribution rights. So we get almost all our payments getting done before the movie release is what we are following. And there are some cases we have to wait till the movie hits the theaters, and then maybe in the first few weeks we will be able to recoup the money. And there is, when it comes to co-production, and you have the IP credit as well. So, you will also be able to recoup more profit through royalties as well. So there are many different models when it comes to this business. So there is no definite, model for this as of now. We are, time to time and project to project basis, we are deciding on this.
Understood. Thanks so much for answering all the questions.
Sure.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Rahil Dasani from Mittal Analytics. Please go ahead.
So first of all, good afternoon, sir. So
Good
like
afternoon.
we were talking about production before, so I wanted to understand, you said there are various ways in which we can play this out, but what is it for ILAN? What is the overall project size for ILAN, and when can we start expect the numbers coming in from that project?
Yeah. So ILAN, as per the contract signed up with the customer and the work done so far, we expect to have the receivables collected latest by the movie release date, which is January 2024. We also expect some inflows in this quarter as well.
And what would those numbers be exactly?
No, the 23 crores is the value that we are seeing as of September, and we expect these to be collected in the coming 2 quarters, latest by January 24.
23 crores, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. And just on AI, just like the last participant was asking, so I could also see that Basilic is getting into some copycat tech to replace roto work. I understand you said it's in baby steps, but can you speak more about it? How is it already replacing the workforce? What are we doing exactly in this? What's the efficiency?
Can you please repeat the question?
So just on AI, you were speaking that you all are using AI for the not so creative work. So Basilic also is using some copycat tech to replace the roto employees. So could you talk about how is it changing the sales in favor for you? How is it bringing efficiency? I know it's in baby steps, but if you could help us out more here.
Yeah, it is actually one of our recent major OTT platform client. We tried this rotoscopy AI, and it reduced 70% of the work already. So regarding the copycat, it's a plugin that comes default with one of the software that we use. So I'm not sure what tool you are mentioning, but that the copycat tool is something that is in existence for the past 2 years with the default software that we use for rotoscopy. So I'm not sure what other people are doing with it, but we are using a lot of tools already that exist, and also we have developed some in-house tools to improve the productivity, and that has actually reduced 70% of our existing workforce in roto.
So 70% of roto work is being done by these tools you are saying?
Yes.
So how is it?
On top of it, we have to invest a lot of man hours. Of course, it will not completely replace the rotoscopy as of now, because every shot will have some, for example, there will be multiple layers in every shot. So this, software that helps you to give you, for example, if there is 4 layers that you have to do on this will, get you 2 or 3 layers. So the 4th layer, of course, which is in very detail, has to be done by manual job. So that is still there.
And how is this AI or technology changing the workforce or workforce structure?
As I said before, the less creative jobs are being reduced, and that actually helps us to deliver projects in a very faster way. Because this actually these are all very time-consuming jobs which were which demanded a lot of manpower previously. And that actually created a lot of bottlenecks, but that is being taken care by this AI. Is reducing at least 50 to 60% of our the effort that we are putting in and the workforce as well.
Okay, so when you say the workforce structure is changing, so are you laying off these employees, or are we trying to upgrade them to creative work?
No, we already, with Phantom, we already had a very less number of this, rotoscopy and paint work team because we were using some outsourced models before, and we are actually having the team for our own requirements. So we were not, majorly into the outsourced model like many other companies. So we never needed that many number of, this rotoscopy and paint people. So we have a very less number of people, and we are planning to upgrade them into other departments. So in-house trainings are happening. We are upskilling them. So we will be observing them. The eligible candidates will be observed into other departments, and probably we will be retaining the remaining people for the rotoscopy and paint work that is needed in-house.
Got it. That was helpful. Secondly, previously you told me around 70 to 80% of the numbers are from films and the rest is from OTT. And you said as you shift to Hollywood, this number would also change. So do you somewhat mean to say that you all be favoring OTT as you shift to Hollywood?
OTT for Hollywood or Bollywood, did you mention?
No, you all said as Phantom shifts to Hollywood, the 70 to 80% revenues which are coming from films, this ratio will change. So would that ratio be in favor of
depends on the project nowadays.
Favor of commercial?
Yeah. So commercials also we are looking at, but as of now, OTT and film is what we are concentrating more. And the more we move into international market, we are looking at direct production houses awarding us a lot of work already. And every OTT houses are one way or other involved with production houses as well. So we cannot just separate and look into this OTT and production houses different, because almost all the production houses now have their own OTT platforms. For example, Disney or HBO, everybody have their own OTT platform. So we cannot differentiate anymore like OTT and production houses. But of course, the major players when it comes to OTT is Netflix, Amazon, and Apple. We are closely working with a lot of shows with them. And we are also working with a lot of direct production houses as well.
Okay, that is helpful. Lastly, just to confirm the FY25 number, the management guided for 135 to 40 crores at approx 35 to 40% EBITDA margins, right?
Yep, that's right.
Okay, got it. Thank you. That will be awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to ensure that the management will be able to address questions from all participants in the conference, please limit your questions to 2 per participant. Should you have a follow-up question, please rejoin the queue. Thank you. The next question is from the line of Aditya Surana from Niveshaay. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Please proceed.
As you know, the strike is over, so I am interested in understanding the impact of the strike on the company. Could you please share the outcome of the strike? And additionally, are new orders from the Hollywood business begun to come in?
Yeah, of course, the strike has reflected in the business, slightly because there were, pre-signed orders that were supposed to come in on this, half yearly, has been slightly postponed because they were not able to finish the shoot on time. And also, a lot of competition in terms of domestic market also has came into play because all these people who are completely dependent on the Hollywood film market ran out of projects, and they had to pitch in on some domestic projects as well. So that actually created an additional competition when it comes to winning the projects. But since Phantom had a very strong base and client relationship, we were able to manage it with the existing projects and the clientele. Yes, of course, some new projects that we had in pipeline have been slightly pushed to the next quarter.
Sir, with which big production houses, company do we have strong relation?
I think that is a bit confidential, which I cannot reveal. In the public forum, probably we can connect in person and we can discuss about it.
Okay. Sir, do we receive any tax benefit in UK, US or Canada? If so, what are they?
Can you please repeat the question?
Do we receive any tax benefits in US, UK or Canada? And if so, what are they?
Tax benefits.
Yes, tax benefits.
No, we are currently evaluating the same. We are aware of certain benefits that are available, but we will have to evaluate them as we go forward.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Aditya Shah from CJ House. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Just wanted to know the breakup between domestic and exports for the quarter.
We are at around roughly 70-30% domestic and international for the first half of the year. And yeah.
Got it. So, sir, a couple of our other listed players, even though they had the writer's strike and only focus on international, have been able to grow, quite faster on a quarter-on-quarter, year-on-year basis. So, just wanted to understand what is stopping us from growing at the same level and on the export side.
We cannot comment on others' performance, but when it comes to Phantom, as you know, we are not into the non-creative space. So we are in the creative space, and that demands, a lot of that creates a lot of dependency from the shoots and the production houses. So the production houses has completely put a lot of projects on hold. So that is one major reason for us.
And do we see that impact to continue going forward, or now that the writer's strike and...
No, everything is cleared, and we have already started getting green lights from almost all our clients.
But the revenue, because generally there would be a gap between when the production starts and you get the project to do your, VFX on. So the stoppage, maybe the stopping of the production impact will come to you later on. So are we seeing that, or we are getting the revenues in as well?
No. The first quarter, everything will be sorted out is what we are expecting. So we have already started getting, contracts and, other procedural stuff. And since the Phantom is, involved right from the pre-production stage, we will be, getting into the production right from where they start.
Okay.
We will not be waiting for, not every project needs to be, waiting till it gets into post for Phantom.
Got it. And sir, how many offices have we set up outside of India already, and maybe some number sense as to how much setting up offices outside India has actually helped in terms of growing the top line?
Yeah, we have offices in Vancouver, Los Angeles, Dubai and London. Of course, these offices have helped us in many ways. The client has the credibility towards Phantom because, when we meet people, they say that every day they get mails from email, from India saying that it's a VFX company asking for work. So, when your presence is there, in their city or town, it definitely adds value. So that has remarkably increased our, visibility towards our clients, and we are hiring people in every station as we speak. And that is also helping a lot in terms of building credibility and building a face for Phantom.
Got it. And are we hiring people who have already been in the industry in these places and have the connects, or is it fresh hires and we'll groom them?
No. We are hiring people from the industry itself.
Okay, got it. And the last question here, with Roto and the basic laborious work getting slowly replaced by AI, are we seeing this risk that a lot of the other guys who are not into creative, such as how we are, the other guys will face a kind of, reduction in business on this Roto green screen part, so they will upskill and then they will get into creative and create competition for us?
I would say that will take at least 3 to 4 years for them to reach what Phantom has achieved so far, because there is a track record needed to bag any big project, and there is credibility that you have to build and the quality consistency you have to build. So that is not very easily done. So I'm not seeing any competition immediately, at least for next 3 to 4 years, by the new players.
Got it. Fair enough. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Madan Shah from Moneybee Investment Advisors. Please go ahead.
Hi. Thanks for the opportunity. What is the current investment that we have done into ILM, and where does it sit in the balance sheet? Does it sit in the inventory or in the other current assets?
Yeah, the number for ILM sits in the other current assets in the balance sheet to the extent of the work that has been done so far as receivable.
And what would that be?
It's about 23 crores.
Okay, and do we expect any more investments into this, or it is done now?
We are working that out. I think it's currently being reviewed because the movie is slated for release in January. So some amount of work will definitely happen. So yes, there could be some amount of further amounts which will happen, which is being currently under review.
Okay. And you also mentioned to one of the earlier participants that we are expecting around 23 crores of receipts for this ILM. So then, so over and above this, we are also expecting some profit share as well?
No. I think this is only towards the VFX work that we are doing for the customer at this point of time. So I think basically he ran into financial trouble, and that's how we got into this co-producing arrangement. But the receivables are purely for the VFX work that we are carrying out for this project.
Okay. So we would make our normal margins on this investment as well?
Yeah. Obviously. I mean, just like as any other project, we would have the margins as well as for this.
Okay. Understood.
We have already contracts in place, actually. We have already contracts in place for distribution overseas and yeah.
Okay. Understood. My next question was, I believe the share of the creative revenue that we have would be substantially higher than the Roto revenue in our mix compared to other studios. But when we are guiding in terms of margins, they are at a similar level as to what others also make. I mean, given that we are doing something which is more challenging and more creative, shouldn't that translate into higher margins than what others who are primarily into Roto work making?
Yeah, it will definitely over the period of time when we are getting into more of international business and more of AAA kind of films. So that margin will definitely increase drastically is what we see here. And as we spoke with a lot of major production houses, everybody are very much willing to award us a lot of creative work because we have a very strong track record of solid CGI work and solid creative work. So now they have seen what we have, already and done already and what we are capable of. So I believe that this is going to be a very, it's a very time-sensitive thing. Like, in a short span of time, this will all change. It's what we are seeing.
Okay, understood. Thanks. I'll come back in the queue.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Pratik Kulkarni from Kamaya Kya Wealth Management. Please go ahead.
Hello. Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sir, in the earlier, at the beginning of the conference, you said that you are looking for inorganic opportunities. So can I know what are your specific criteria for the companies which you are looking for? And also, are you looking the opportunities in India itself or in other foreign companies like Canada, US, or Europe?
We are looking at acquisitions. As of now, we have brokered a deal with a couple of companies. So the fund that we are raising will be going towards that as well. So right now, I'm not in a liberty to reveal, who they are. Once the deal is sealed off, I will probably reveal it. But that is for sure going to add more value to the brand because these are two different new verticals, not into VFX. So this is definitely going to add value to what Phantom has built over the years, and this is definitely going to build very big, create a very big wave in the market.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Pranay Jain from Deal Wealth Capital. Please go ahead.
Yes, I wanted to get a sense of the 120 crore deal that we have signed with Netflix. How much of this is going to be episodic content versus movies, and do we have some visibility whether a lot of the content could be international, or is it going to be mostly for Indian audiences? And if you could just tell us whether numbers are going to materially start from FY25 or we are expecting a lion's share of the revenue to come back-ended of this 4-year deal. I mean, just wanted to understand what is the understanding you have on the numbers, and are the margins also going to be similar at present level, or we have some more elbow room here?
Yeah, the margins definitely will be similar or more. It will not come down for sure. And regarding the projects, it is going to be both international and domestic. That's the kind of understanding we have with this OTT. And they have already started giving us a lot of projects for bidding, and a lot of projects are awarded as well. So as we speak, we are bidding on like 3-4 projects, and many improvements are happening as we speak. And regarding this international, we are constantly in touch with other players as well for similar deal. So much more good news to come.
Okay, so aside of this, we also announced some 6.2 crore worth of orders, out of which one is going to be a 4 crore kind of thing. So when do we expect contribution from this?
It should happen very soon, I think. This is what we are expecting in the next coming quarters, and we are hoping to be there.
You are expecting collection this fiscal itself?
Yeah. In this fiscal, or maybe it could also spill to the next fiscal. We will have to see how we sort of look at it as we move forward.
And about the capital raising, we are looking to conclude it in this quarter so that we can start investing in the acquisition as well as the software or tools that we are building. Because I wanted to get a broader sense that this is going to be used for some long-term growth. So what are we going to use this differently for? I believe we are going to, as it is using licensed software, and every studio has its own special things. For example, Pixar will have a RenderMan for rendering and Presto. So are we like building some rendering engines or server farms for higher FPS content in US or so forth? Because that is going to be the requirement in the future. So, what is really our investment going towards other than this acquisition and some outposts in foreign geographies? How much is really going in software development and anything in server farm or rendering?
I cannot give you a breakdown right now, but of course, as I spoke earlier, a lot of investment are going towards the technological advancement, and we already have so many tools developed in-house, but we are completely automizing so many man hours, taking repeated jobs, and we are trying to reduce all these process-oriented works. Letting the creatives do only the creative work, but not spend their time unnecessarily on other manual jobs. So that is what our motive is here. So that will be increasing the productivity as well. So for example, when we brought in this new tool set that we developed recently, that showed us like at least 8 to 10% of increase in productivity. So that kind of improvement is happening when we invest ourselves in technology, and that is what we are doing right now.
So these are licensed tools, or are we taking some open source software and customizing it for our requirement?
It works multiple ways. We are using some codes that are being shared, and some we are buying out some research papers, and we are building stuff from that. So it depends on the need and the necessity of it.
Lastly, how transformative is this foray in gaming and other areas going to be in the long term for us? Because it requires a certain level of expertise, talent, and some track record as well. So, what exactly are we penciling from this over the next 2 to 3 years? What investments will it take? And what opportunities are we already targeting through some inorganic targets and otherwise whatever talks that we have had with prospects?
The software, the invention of software itself to reduce manual work, right? So, of course, when we invest more on development of softwares and tools and AI, it is definitely going to reduce, the kind of man hours that we are investing on certain jobs, and that will definitely increase the productivity. So the quantum will be increased. The quantity of what we are delivering to the client will be increased, so the business also will be thriving. That is the ultimate motto for investing ourselves in more in technology. I think we have only 3 minutes left. If there is anybody else, we would like to give an opportunity to.
Yes, sir. Sir, in that case, shall we take the last question now?
Yeah.
We'll take the last question from the line of Nikhil Chaudhary from Chris PMS. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi sir. Good evening. Sir, wanted to understand, since you mentioned that in regards to Alan, we invested 23 and we'll be collecting 23 only. So what sort of arrangement would that be like? I was not able to understand the commercials because we invested also 23 and we are receiving 23. Or is my understanding wrong?
No, I think 23 is what is receivable in the books as of September, which we would collect. Further investments in terms of the work to be completed is being evaluated, it is under review. So we will definitely have that looked at and then possibly transacted in this quarter.
I think this question is about the profit that.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
No.
That includes, whatever the numbers we are showing, that will be including the profit only. That is for sure. We will not be just recouping what we invested, but the investment will be along with the profit. I think that is what your question is. Yeah.
Okay. And when we say we are co-producing, wanted to understand why are we not getting, we would be entitled to if the movie is successful, we would be entitled to some share, right? Because we are co-producing, you said. So how does the arrangement work?
Yeah, that's what it's being evaluated now. So we will have to see how we sort of credit. Yeah. In terms of credit.
Credit. In terms of credit, of course, we are being credited as a co-producer only.
Okay, but whatever, more or less say, whatever you finalize, it will be more than 23, right? Like, because our investment is
Yes,
23.
of course.
So
Yes, of course.
Okay. Got it. Thank you so much, sir. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the end of our question and answer session. I would now like to hand the conference over to Mr. Bichoy for closing comments. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So we are excited about the future of Phantom Digital Effects. Our dedication to quality, innovation, and client satisfaction remains unwavering as we continue to push the boundaries of what is achievable in the dynamic world of digital effects. If there is any further questions, you can very well ask IR team to following after this. And thank you everyone for participating today.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
sir. Thank you, members of the management. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Phantom Digital Effects Limited and Captive IR Strategic Advisors Private Limited, that concludes this conference. We thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.